What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning the redemption list. Yes, another name has been added to that list. This particular person is I'm a fan of. He is the two-time loser of the WBC crown. He went for the up to bat twice now, once in 2018, again in 2019. And his name is no other than Luis King Kong Ortiz. Born March 29th, 1979. Of course, he's a Cuban professional. His record is 35 total fights, 31 wins, 26 by KO, 2 losses, and 2 no contests. The reason why he is on this list is because he has lost once again to Deontay Wilder, but furthermore, he missed a grand opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua, the unified champion at the time, the unified champion, which is now the current unified champion of the world, and miss out on the biggest payday of his career. Now, his team, I feel, did him poorly. They pretty much used Luis Ortiz to amplify another fighter's resume and popularity and reputation. And he was used for that and for that only. Now, he did have a shot at that. The first fight, I think, was bogus. I think a lot of illegal things went on in the first fight. However, the second fight, or the second time around, he got caught with a right hand by simply not moving his head. Also, Luis Ortiz has a reputation on that side of the street, according to some boxing fans, as being a boogeyman. Well, Ortiz has been now knocked out twice, and the only credible name he's had on his list, besides Dave Allen and, smaller fighters that have been way past their prime, Brian Jennings, okay? Other than that, he's not faced Dillian White, Alexander Povetkin, he's no Dominic Brazils, no Adam Kalnakis, no Charles Martins. Nobody else has had a chance or has got in the ring with Luis Ortiz. That's why he is on the redemption list. There's many reasons. For one, he missed the opportunity financially. Okay, he passed up to fight Deontay Wilder again to have la revancha on Deontay Wilder. It didn't work. And also, he was paid $1.5 million, so he screwed himself out of that money. That doesn't put him on the list necessarily. What put him on the list was the fact that he never fought anyone else, and where does he go from here? Okay, he came up short. He missed a huge opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua. He lost again to Deontay Wilder. And now what does he do with the rest of his career? Now, he states that he wants to continue his career. So, if he wants to get off this list, okay, and he got on that list by losing, right? But he got on that list not by just losing, but by passing up another opportunity. Because here's the deal. If Anthony Joshua was anywhere in his mental state than he was in Andy Ruiz fighting someone like Ortiz, Ortiz could have possibly beat him. So, for one, he chose the wrong decision. I think he was sabotaged by his people. But he should have fought another fighter. But since he fought Deontay Wilder, he lost. He was knocked out cold in the 7th round, right? Now, he could have beat the count. You can argue with that. He still lost, right? Because I won't really argue with the referee's decision in this video, right? And what put him on the list is that he lost. So he's a 2-time WBC loser, okay, of the heavyweight strap. He has lost the 2 times that he's tried. But he has not fought anyone else to have a credible name or to be known as the boogeyman. So if he wants to be the boogeyman and he wants to be credible and he wants to make Deontay Wilder look better, right? To amplify his resume and himself, he needs to fight other opponents. That's the only way he'll get off that list. Because again, White challenged him. You know, they went back and forth over, over the internet. We don't really know. We didn't see the contracts transpire. We didn't see any of that. But according to Dillian White, he wanted to bring him over to the O2 Arena when Chisora. I honestly think Eddie Hearn didn't really want that fight because he fought for Eddie Hearn a couple times with Matchroom. Eddie Hearn called him boring. I think Eddie Hearn knew he was dangerous, but not very marketable, but very dangerous. Okay. And you remember when he knocked out Dave Allen, that was a while ago. That was what, 16, 15, right? That was, let's see, when did he knock out Dave Allen? He knocked out Dave Allen in 16. So that was over 3 years ago. Okay. In fact, well, December of 16. So about 3 years, right at 3 years ago now. So, but then you got to look at it. He was 37 years old. Okay. And then Malik Scott never made anyone look good. But then other than those guys, he really doesn't have anyone that gives him a challenge, that gives him the reputation. So I think since he has lost the 2 times to Deontay Wilder, let's not be insane. Let's not follow that mentality of insanity. Let's go ahead and try to fight the other guys in the division to show exactly where you are, where you're stacked with these guys. And if he beats those guys, that means, hey, guys like Deontay Wilder was right. Yeah, but you see, I was the only one that fought him. But if you freeze this guy out and you only allow this guy to only fight yourself and then claim he's the baddest man on the planet along with you, he's the second baddest man on the planet, I'm the first, right? How are we ever going to know how bad or how tough or how good he really is? Okay, so yes, he's lost. He's fell from grace. He has to pick himself back up. But at his age, he does not have time to fight people like fucking Travis Kaufman. Okay, Razvan Kajanu, guys like that. He doesn't need to fight guys like Daniel Martz. I don't even know who that is. No offense to the guy I just called. I just don't know who he is. Okay, so he needs to redeem himself by fighting credible opponents to make his name and his reputation what it really is led up to. Okay? Make that meaning mean something. Knock these guys out. Okay? Knock out those guys like you did Brian Jennings. And that was an impressive performance because he joins Vladimir Klitschko with doing so. But now Brian Jennings loses credibility. Why? Because he got beat by what's his face? Not Ortiz, but Rivas. Oscar Rivas has beat him now. He's knocked him out. So now it's Oscar Rivas, Luis Ortiz, and Vladimir Klitschko, right? In the order from present to past. So no, it doesn't. That win doesn't look as significant. So now he needs to start knocking fresher, newer fighters out. So that's my conclusion on Luis King Kong Ortiz. Yes, he's supposed to be 50 years old. However, if he's age 40, that does not really matter in the heavyweight division because he's still credible. Vladimir Klitschko fought Anthony Joshua to 11 rounds and almost beat him. So no, it doesn't matter if he's age 40. We've heard the jokes or whatever, but he did look good up until the knockdown. But that does not get him off the list until he fights someone else credible. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Luis King Kong Ortiz being on the redemption list. Will he ever get off the list? You guys tell me. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.